This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Time check 9:30. Good morning. Let me say good morning going out to you, Regina, aka maiden name Nate. You're doing the listening as well. Wherever you are, good morning. Long time no see. Let's definitely catch up. Anyway, there's a lot to come up on the show this morning. We're going to have some conversation to wrap it up on the Monday big conversation, but I hear whispers in there. Yeah, ghosts. But anyway, it's all good though. So we'll be having a conversation with Moliy. She joins us shortly, just a few minutes more, and the convo starts. But before that, I want to remind you of a few things. That Betway this morning, it says it's a great time to get rewarded as the next big sports betting influencer. Now you can just place bets and share your codes with friends, family, fans, followers, all the F's. You know, if they place bets using your code, you earn a 4% off their wager. It doesn't matter if it's a win or it's a loss. If they bet, you earn cash, and the more people that bet with your code, the more you earn. Okay, so terms and conditions apply. Start betting now, sharing and winning with Bet Influencer, exclusive to Betway. Regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet the responsible way. Betway, get way more. Also, Telecel. Yes. Listen, if you're looking for the best value data and voice offers tailored to your unique needs, well, I tell you what, Telecel understands that everyone has their own preference. That's how come they have the unbeatable made-for-me bundles just made for you. These made-for-me bundles are customized data and voice packages personalized just for you. How to get it? Dial *530# or download the Telecel Play app via the Play Store and or the App Stores, and you can subscribe to the Made For Me bundles. Telecel, connecting energies. More energy in the studio. Now, Bang & Olufsen has also got great news for you. Now, listen. You're going to experience sound like never before with Bang & Olufsen's atelier, where you become a part of the craft. You know, design your own bespoke audio masterpiece or select from exclusive creations tailored to your style. So whether it's a speaker that seamlessly fits your space or a statement piece that turns heads, you can imagine it and you can hear it. Discover more with Bang & Olufsen at their shop at Atlantic Towers, Airport City. Bang & Olufsen Atelier. You dream it, we craft it. Call them on 0201-694341. With that out of the way, Siri, are you in a good place?
I'm in a good place. Healthcare first, Charlie. Every time we eat, we know what happens. Despite the allergies, foods and sugars get trapped between our teeth, leading to all sorts of diseases, gum disease, toothache, and halitosis if you are not lucky, bad breath. But of course, Pepsident has the solution for that to make sure that we have the best dental hygiene. Pepsident Herbal and Pepsident Charcoal. Pepsident Charcoal has the charcoal extracts to fill in the zinc and fluoride to fill in any tiny holes in our teeth, giving us that pristine white smile and giving us overall great dentition. And there's Pepsident Herbal for all the damage to our gums, to repair all that while giving us the minty freshness due to the mint and herbal extracts. Now, Pepsident has also extended a courtesy call for all of us on 0800-161-000 to speak to a dentist toll-free due to their 25-year partnership with the Ghana Dental Association. So you can speak to a dentist on 0800-161-000 today. Toll free, no cost to you, and I really suggest you do that. If you need to pick up Pepsident, it's available in every shop across the country. Just walk in, you see the iconic branding, blue text with the smile in red. You pick it up, and I'm sure you will have a great day because Pepsident reminds us that every smile matters.
Bro, we left small. One more. Maybe just so 2 more days of this, and you turn into one.
Turn into one Pepsident.
Yes.
Which variant?
I'll finish the LPM and just.
But I heard toothpaste in some of the brands can be used to polish shoes and stuff. I've seen videos where people add a bit of baking soda and stuff to it, and then they scrub together white out of stuff. You know, it's all good.
Is that what you do? And you just want to tell us that?
Nah, I haven't tried it yet.
So how do you clean your shoes?
I haven't tried it
you
yet.
You care to share?
Yeah.
Because you know you shared your skin routine here before.
Yeah. So mine I share my shoe routine, right? But me I did try for my shoes though. Charlie, no, Jason, no.
How many shoes do you have?
Quite a lot.
Okay.
Quite a lot. You know, I like to arrange them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And we're here talking about autism and you're laughing at me that my remote and I put on
but that's just shoe. That's just that shoe.
Jay is very organized.
No. Wait. Shoes. Yeah, shoes. I like to just make sure the shoes are, properly just arranged. Charles goes to my elder brother. He's worse, bro. His shoes are in the boxes and there.
But we're not talking about him. We're talking about you.
Nice
shouts.
Nice
shouts. Yeah, but that like they're just shoes. That's it. Nothing else. We leave it there. We said Moliy was live in the studio. She joins us shortly in the conversation here on the big convo. But I'd love to know more about her. She's done well for herself.
Yeah.
Broken through the hard crust of the Ghanaian economy into global space, presenting her with new challenges and new opportunities either ways. And she being a girl, I think facing all the odds.
She being a girl, it is so tough. That time I almost went on a rant on social media, and I was like, it's not necessary, because I'm thinking, like, aside from music and maybe a few other blogging outlets that I know that will really do well for Ghanaian female artists, a lot of people don't even give them regard. Amaria has done amazing, and she still has to step on the Coachella stage to give herself flowers. Where she's had interviews where she goes like, they ask her,
when I spoke about the reintegration, this seat nearly killed me. The former mayor, the former MP of this seat nearly cut my head off. Yeah, that
it's really crazy, and I feel like Ghanaians don't really like their own, especially when it comes to the ladies. Because I was just thinking, Moliy can be on a stage with Vive Cartel, and you are not screaming about it. Like, make it make sense to me, because when Chatawale had that moment, it was all anybody could talk about. So why can't we do the same for Moliy? Amare was on Coachella. It was news, but it wasn't really news, but like people were not really excited. Someone like Shenseya would like go all out, dress up, do what she wants to do, say all the crazy stuff, and she's sexy. But when the she tries, she's in trouble. Sinaso will dress and she's not being decent, but Irasta and Tyler are amazing. They know fashion. It's crazy. Like, Ghana, sometimes we are our own killers. Like, we stress ourselves so much, and so I get really happy when like our artists can up and leave the country and just go make it internationally. At a point, I wish most of the female artists would just pack their bags and go and sing for other people, because Ghanaians are not looking at them. Like, because someone like Sina, someone like Wendy. Wendy just put out a song with Movado and it's banging, but nobody's talking about it.
Because it's banging.
Oh my God.
That's
but
a good
like,
one.
it bothers me.
I mean, it's point well made, point well shared. I do agree with you that we have to reorient ourselves with how we grasp our own.
Yes.
However, okay, so I'm just picking on the update on this, that we just, because of time and the conversation I want to have with Moliy, we'll have to work this out. Unfortunately, a few things have just been come up. I've just been informed. A few things have come up, so we'll have to push that interview. But once you started this narrative on there, let's still stay on it. And I think some time back, we were last week Friday, this came about again, and I was making a point about how Amare is now making an effort to sort of win the love that she deserves back from us, a conscious effort, which shouldn't be the narrative though. But what do you think then is in your own layman's understanding, what do you think then is the reason for us not being patriotic? I experienced patriotism in Ghana just once in my life so far as a Ghanaian.
Once?
Yes.
Your whole life once?
Yes, and I'll tell you when. It was when we hosted was it AFCON or Can? Was it Can 2008? Which one was in Ghana?
2008.
Yeah, 2008 was 2008. The love that was in Ghana up until Ghana was scored and the love ended. The love that was in Ghana at that moment, the love for our own colors. At that point in time, for me, I saw the use of the red, gold, green differently.
Yeah.
People wore it with pride. People showcased it with pride. It wasn't just commercial. It wasn't just merchandise. It was love for the fact that
but that was activated. That was
exactly which I'm coming to.
It was activated.
Yes. So I'm just saying that that was the only
activation.
It wasn't organic.
No. So I'm saying that whatever the catalyst was, whatever triggered us to realize that we can love ourselves. That was the moment I felt it. So kudos to whoever made it happen, or whatever team or brander made it happen.
Yeah.
But beyond that, sometimes I feel like we are not there. You see, and in reference to a country that's over 200 years old, so blame me for it, America. In movies, for example, in movies. Now, Debs, I shared a video via WhatsApp to you some time back about a group of Africans that did a video about how Africans are seen by other people. I think I'm going to find and have it played to us. Beautiful video, and it goes back to the narrative through film of how they make, even when America is down, there's patriotism even when at that moment. When there was a national disaster in the US at the 9/11, you saw how the president, regardless whoever's fault it was, I don't know whether they should still have Moliy come say hello and then we rejig this up. But anyway, let me get my other production team to speak to us. Just hold on for a sec. But even at that lowest point, there was a lot of let us unite as Americans and fight back our enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, Moliy! But what we're gonna do?
That's my G. See, I've been calm.
Hi guys.
Hey, Jason.
But that's my G. That's my sister.
Hey.
Good morning.
Jason,
Good morning. Good morning.
You guys
Moliy,
woke me at the crack of dawn.
Crack of dawn. You know we
Moliy,
are here.
hold up. Let me deal with the situation.
That's my sister, though.
Hey, my brother, keep quiet. What are you saying? Hey, come now. That's my sister. Hey, relax. Who asked you? Hey.
Why are you roasting him like that? That's
Hey, Jesus, that's my sister, though.
You don't do that. Allow the person to sit down, give her water, and it's no, my master, my G. You see what we are saying? Claiming ownership. When Asem, our sound designer, entered this place, you didn't say that's my G. Moliy has come, no, that's my G. When Cyril entered this place,
That's why I like Cyril. Cyril's just my guy. He can't.
what we're planning on doing is that we're going to rework this interview out because we really have to get real deep, and 15 minutes can't make it happen.
No.
It's impossible.
I got time.
She got time.
Let's start from the day you were born. What's your birthday?
The day I was born is crazy.
When were you born?
4th October.
Nice.
October 4th. Okay.
Yeah.
October born. It's all right.
If you're looking for the year, don't ask me.
Wait, let me take a wild guess. 2000.
2000 and what?
Oracle.
Hey, Charlie. They don't get
2004. Yeah.
4?
Yeah, thank you very much, Leo. Thank you very much.
Go out, guess.
Wait.
4?
I mean, co-pilot can make it happen.
I mean, I
for
wouldn't
us,
have guessed.
Siri, right?
I'm not even going to confirm or deny.
Yeah.
That's so.
It's there.
2001. Thank you very much. We got it. 2001.
I'm so glad you
October
think
4th.
you got it.
So basically, a big party is coming up. She's throwing a wild party. You're all invited to Moliy's birthday party this October. Yes, we have set it on for.
Oh, are you paying?
Oh,
Spend it to the max.
Guys just prepared to buy me a birthday party.
Right?
Thank you so much.
What
We're
would-
gonna
on
be
air.
there.
what would be your birthday? Assuming it was Sweet 16, what would be your birthday wish list now this year?
Oh,
Damn.
16.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I wanted in life.
So let's just fast forward
Let's just come back to now where you offered to do my birthday party.
Yes.
I know what I
Plan
want
the birthday
now.
party.
But what would you
I know
want
what
now?
I want now.
What would you
so
want now?
let's get a
A
G-Wagon.
GLE. No, GLE.
G-Wagon.
The coupe,
Yeah,
the
let's
G-Wagon.
do G-Wagon. Let's do
Okay.
like,
G63, right? Like the top.
Hey.
I don't
spec.
know the
Yeah,
technicalities,
G63. G63.
But it's
gonna be
like, yeah.
sexy and
like
it's
the
gonna
high
be-
end.
It's gotta be mad black.
B900. Let's do the B900.
Interior color.
Oh, what? Brabus?
What color?
Yes.
Thank you guys so
Nah,
much.
this-
I really appreciate you guys like just
Yeah.
letting him know what is
So
needed.
G-Wagon. I mean, like that's a wagon with a G on it. I mean,
That's just a wagon taking me to the party.
They bring you a camera
No.
with you could tell you how come.
Are you a car person? Like, would you if you hit a certain amount of money right now, would a vehicle be the first thing you purchase?
No, I'm not gonna purchase it. You are buying it. Remember?
I mean, yeah. Oh, that one is. Oh, don't
I'm
worry.
liking this.
I just bought a V8 for.
Hey,
How many? Just
For
as yours
who?
come. Oh,
But I'm still walking, bro.
Shout out to Kasha.
I'll put Kofi for the show. Yeah,
You check on them, eh?
Yeah, I don't know why Kofi like.
I don't know why these are Dubai guys. They are not fast.
Man, I don't know. I'm so sorry about that. I thought you had already
It's fine.
received yours.
Sorry.
But my Bima come.
Yeah, yours come.
Yes,
Ah,
ma'am.
great, perfect. Yeah, it's outside, right?
Yeah.
So, what would
Thank
be
you,
your
John.
what would be that one thing you'd love to have if you got enough money to purchase it?
Probably buy my mom a house.
Oh,
My mom deserves the world.
oh.
Yeah.
What
That's
exactly? What's that? What has the impact?
She wants
been?
it in East Airport. I don't know why, but
Okay.
she wants it there. So that's all I'm gonna tell you guys.
What has the impact been on from mommy to your life and your career?
Oh,
especially in
everything,
music.
everything.
How encouraging.
Everything.
You know, sometimes they say some parents are a bit strict when it comes to their awards venturing
She's not
into
that.
Yeah, so I want to understand when you felt
She's love and she is confidence.
Yeah.
And she is royalty, and that's why I'm the way I am.
okay.
How would you describe you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know. How would you describe me?
No. That's my point of view. I want your point of view of yourself.
I don't.
Why?
I just am. What's your point of view?
Okay, I think you're confident, like you said, bubbly. You come through very strong in your personality. But I also want to know from your point of view what you think of yourself. Also talking about your mom and how she's giving you space to be yourself.
Yes.
Okay. I tried.
No, break it down. No, break it down. This is so unfair. Break it down. You have
I
to
don't
break it down.
know,
No,
like,
you have to break it down. You
It's
have
just
to
cannot
break
be
it down.
put into words.
Well, words describe
I
everything.
think-
Emotions. Words are the best way to express emotions. You say it as it is. What has been mom's impact in your life? If you were to say this to save your own life.
I think I just witnessed her being very beautiful, very kind. Like her aura was just.
You know, on the conversation and we love to hear this because such stories go a long way to motivate other people
Okay.
who might find themselves in situations worse off than you might imagine. And and the conversation about when kids get into the creative art space, sometimes some parents want white collar jobs, sit in the office 9 to 5. So I want to understand what your story is with regards to, now that you mentioned mom, what your story with music and mom, because Mother's Day is coming next week, you know that, right? Yeah, and you are buying her the G-Wagon in the house.
No,
That you offered.
Huh?
This one, I'm right behind it. Yeah. No, right,
You
forget,
guys see
bro.
me here.
Not just me waiting. Mommy's also waiting.
Now they're calling on the gods here.
I really not to find out. So just what has the story? What was the story like?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like I'm not gonna tell you the storyline. Like, y'all don't deserve to know it, and I don't mean any
So-
offense by it.
So,
But I
so-
don't mean any offense by it.
No,
But
no,
I'll
no.
tell you something though.
Okay.
I'll tell you that she gave me the permission to just feel confident in my own skin. Like, she gave me the permission to love freely and have faith.
Okay, so away from that, now, in your type of music, right?
Yeah.
What were the influences? What were you listening to? Because I'm sure that vast, big library. But what were some of the influences that made you choose certain kinds of music that reflect maybe what your character is or what your outlook is and all?
So my mom used to own a bar.
Now, mommy is coming into the picture.
Yeah, she used to own a bar
Yes.
like in Accra, in Kwashiman, around La Paz, and it's a little bit popular, but it's like if you know kind of thing. And she would play like all kinds of like Celine Dion or like high life music. So it's like everything that was probably trending at that point, like growing up, I was hearing it, but I was also hearing everything in the world, like Michael Jackson, Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, like Daddy Lumba, Kojo Entry. I was hearing like all this kinds of music right next when I wake up. I'm hearing it until I sleep. So I think she just flew out all of those sounds into my head.
And then when you picked the pen to write your first song, what did you write? Yes. What did you talk about? What did you express yourself in?
Unfortunately, at the time,
Yeah.
At the time.
Heartbreak or laugh.
exactly, exactly,
What's his
exactly.
name? What What's his house
No, we're
name?
not gonna
We're
give
not
him
doing
that. No.
What's his house name? Maybe.
No.
Oh, we all have day names.
Hey, now you see why.
Debbie.
Why would we
Okay,
do
so
that?
it was fueled by heartbreak.
Yeah, it's this song called Johnny, and I'm telling you, like, when I tell you, like, the forces were against me, like I was so shy, I was so scared, like, voice cracking. I didn't even want to put my voice on the mic, like, and then I was just like, okay, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And the melodies that came and the vibe that came, it gave me Johnny, my song Johnny, Jonny by Moliy. That was the first song I ever put out.
How long ago is that?
That was probably 6 years.
6 years ago.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm just gonna speak on behalf of the Johns. I'm also a John, so I feel really offended at this.
What
point.
kind of
But
John? What kind
I will
of
talk
John?
to my people. Yeah,
There's levels to the
I will
John.
talk to my people. Don't worry, I'll talk
Which
to them.
John are you, Jay?
I'll talk to them. But what were the lyrics in that song, if you can recall?
It's like, I don't know, that song is really about insecurity.
Okay.
If you think about it, I was basically asking him, like, do you really love me? Like, is this really for real? Because I can tell, like, you're into this girl and she's all over you and you're not really stopping her. So what's up, Johnny? Like, what's really good?
What's up, Johnny? What's good?
Yeah. How rosy or tough was the journey from Johnny in music? In terms of what you wanted to express with your music and how it was going to connect with, an audience right around you
Yeah.
who probably have a different taste in music.
Well, when I put out Johnny, I only put it out on SoundCloud.
Okay.
And it had like 2,000 plays for
Okay.
like 2 years. And I remember thinking, I don't know what's going on. But then it's like, okay, but 2,000 people have heard it. And I think they like it. And I just feel like, as an artist, when you put out stuff and you're not really receiving engagement, it can be very discouraging. It can be so like, why am I even doing this?
Like, nobody cares.
No.
That's what it feels like.
True.
But then it's like, I still put it out, and I come from, I don't know, I think you've met my family.
Yeah.
A few of us were there. No, this is my G. I don't think you were listening when he told you.
Yeah. That's my G
He
though.
came
Like, that's my G.
He
oh.
came to my private secretary, Max Ghana listening.
That's
party.
my G. oh.
Okay, so
And-
I'm going to
Have you
just
guys had a
before you
sister?
continue it, I'm just saying that
Have you had a
Jason,
sister?
for tough
have.
questions,
Melissa.
you can pass it on to him to answer. Yes.
No, but let me.
We should have started the interview long
I know,
ago.
right?
Yeah.
When you're not here, just say we should
Tell
start
us
off with
to start
Jason.
Jason.
My G. Hey, but you were saying you're sharing a very interesting tale there.
Yeah, but you cut me off.
I'm so sorry, my G.
Thank you.
Yes.
No, like, I just think it can be discouraging. But then it's like me, I'm a very particular kind of person. If let's say those 2,000 people listen that I never heard from them, if you had heard the song and you commented on my Instagram when I posted the song and you're like, wow, Moliy, I love this, or you DM me and told me about it, I take it personal. Like, I'm not going to think it's a lie. I'm not going to doubt you. If as an artist, it feeds into me, right? It keeps me going. I take every little thing that I see as support, and it keeps me going. So
Yeah.
Then I can only imagine how you feel right now. Have one of the biggest songs in the country, in the world.
you see the smile on my face.
Like, how does that feel? Like, can you even compare this
can you
moment to
don't
then?
jump to the end now. Just don't jump to the end now.
We have how
a lot.
many? Okay.
No.
Please, thank you.
The icing on the cake.
Okay, let's not
is
jump.
The glory the world has given you, or you've given to the world now. So I just wanted to just keep that. But there is a story to be shared in that hustle, And for these few people who were connecting with you, I mean, like you said, your personal, your character is what drives you to make them to understand that these are special people who understand your music. But beyond that as well, was it just that these numbers that just kept you giving that gave you the confidence?
No, it wasn't. It was also the people I was working with. So when I started, right, I think the most difficult part of starting out as an artist is the creators that you work with, or even having access to a studio or a producer who might even get your sound. I was lucky enough to have recommendations. I had a friend who told me, you need to work with this guy called Mike Mills. And I remember meeting Mike Mills. Like, at first everything was random. Like, if you enter a studio and you make a song, like, that doesn't mean anything. I think the first thing that becomes meaningful is when you meet someone in the industry that you connect with, that you feel comfortable around to even express your ideas creatively. And that was Mike Mills. And he gave me a safe space to be creative.
Just for those who don't know Mike Mills and what he does.
Mike Mills on him.
Okay, so to tell us about Mike Mills, because he became one of the very first, persons in your career.
If you go to my EP, my first EP, Wonder Girl, he produced majority of the tracks.
So he's
there.
a producer.
Yes.
What made the connection so special? How did he understand your vibes? What
being a woman in the industry, like I'm not gonna lie, like even if someone may be a good person, you don't automatically feel safe in that space just because of so many things that go on or so many things you might hear. But sometimes energy and just vibes connect, and he has a very cool vibe that will make you feel comfortable enough to express
and understand your music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's a collaboration. I come in with my vibe, he comes in with his, and it just goes from there.
I mean, this conversation, like I said, is supposed to be so to our viewers, especially on Plus 89.9 FM, who are also itching to hear this whole entire story. We are going to go off air at 10 a.m. as planned, but we're going to have the conversation. Jason and AC are going to have the conversation, and we're going to re-air it for you as well. So, but just to squeeze the juice before we go off air per our broadcast times, beyond Mike, what happened?
Beyond Mike, like life happened in a sense where I was young, and there are things you technically try to do to make your life substantial, like education. And I think education didn't really work out for me, because when I left high school, I was thinking, okay, now I have the freedom to actually do what I want to do in terms of education. And I had my thing, which was like, okay, I like business, I think I like IT, and I love English. English is my number one subject.
You shake it to the max.
That's why I'm a songwriter, because I like to write.
Wow. And
so I thought going to university, I will have the freedom to do what I actually enjoy doing inside education, but it wasn't. Like I went to college outside of Ghana for the first time. That was when I actually went outside Ghana to go to college, and they give you like I'm coming to freaking college, and you're giving me math and English like prerequisites that I need to do, and I'm just like, I thought we've been here already. Like I did math all the way freaking to this stage, and you're telling me I need to do math again and English again before I actually get to do the subjects I enjoy. This is not working out for me. I quit.
So they say before a blind man will stone you, then he has his legs on one. When you quit, did you have your leg on something, a support?
Yeah, my family, that's all.
To come home as an entrepreneur?
No, to come home and depend on them.
And think of the next move.
Figure it out.
Wow.
And they gave me the freedom to do that. That's how I just entered music,
Wow. That is the most daring decision, not the fact that you were coming home to something, you were coming home to family to figure it out, just like that. Would you say that was, let me just ask this, for want of a better expression, and it might sound harsh, did you at any point feel that it was a reckless decision you took? Not in reference to the fact that life has turned out good juice for you, but at that moment, when you came back home, did you feel like, oh wait, maybe I overreacted?
It was completely ridiculous, and it was a painful process, but we're here now.
That's all that matters, really.
Yeah.
Were you depressed at any point in time?
Absolutely.
Wow.
You think you're gonna have it easy just because you decide to through lives like life has like a pattern. We've all been told this pattern since you were young, like this is how you make it in life, and eventually you're supposed to be here. So if you try to break that pattern, do you really think you're gonna have it easy?
People don't know this, you understand? People see the shake it to the max. but it was a lot of work that went into for what we've seen today, and to all the people who were part of the story.
A lot of work and a lot of intention and a lot of faith, and
in real life.
Did you Sorry, Cyril, you were saying
I said in real life.
in real life, yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I have a cold. I have a cold.
No. His school, his high school, the gods are working on him. He said a few bad things about them and they didn't like it, so they've taken it personal. They are dealing with him, so that's how come. Yeah, so he's been dealt with. Yeah. I leave that question to the conversation that you'll be having with her later on. But we'll be wrapping up. But I wanna find out. So at home in that state, excuse to say, maybe depressed state, did you think that music was the escape, or you were having conversations with other things you could probably get yourself into?
Yeah, no, I did feel like it was the escape, because I think there's so many things I've tried in life, and there are some things that you don't get bored of, or when you do something, it just fuels you. So like something like if I record a song and it just sounds good to me and I feel like I'm doing something, I don't know. When you are living in your purpose. I'll just say it like that.
Yeah.
I'm sure Johnny was happy at that moment. So like, he made a bad decision. This girl there, but here Johnny is like probably wishing that, Johnny, I'll talk to you. I'll find you, Johnny.
What's the female name for version of Johnny?
Johnnyka.
Because if John is a Johnny.
Did you offer any support to Mom's business at that time?
Mom's business?
The restaurant you mentioned.
Oh no, she doesn't own that anymore. It ended a long time ago.
Way before you reversed.
We gonna pop back up.
I'm saying way before you came back to Ghana, from high school.
No, it wasn't. That was in my smaller days.
Smaller days, okay. So what happened beyond this? I mean, you found escape in music. Was Mike at the time? Mike was there at that time? Was he? He wasn't.
The restaurant time?
No. I'm talking about when you came back from high school. You got into music. You're pushing. Who was the support? Who were the people around you?
Besides Mike.
There was Johnny, and there was my family. I've met. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of people that are inside this story. Like, I can't name drop everybody, but there are a lot of people that are part of my journey that are missing in this perspective. Like, it takes a lot. We're not gonna break it down in this conversation.
No, Molly. I'm gonna push you on this. The reason is that the reason I'm doing this is because over the weekend, right? I don't know whether God was talking to me or something through some things I was seeing, right? Yeah,
hallucinating.
I just kept on chancing upon people who were going through hustle. And everywhere I turn my head, I see somebody going through some sort of hustle, right? And then what's even made it even touching was, the kids that can run by the roadside all the time, right? This girl came to stand by the roadside by my car and was slightly tinted, so we were just staring in, and I didn't know where she could see me, but she put a smile on her face. For me, it was, I'm smiling. I don't even know who is in there, but I'm just smiling. To what end it is, she's just hopeful for something. And it broke me so much. I didn't tip her anything because I know they're going to give the money to somebody. It broke me so much, and I felt like, no, people are going through it. And the reason why your story, as shared, and I don't think people even know the side of you, because when Shake It to the Max is all over, people are seeing this icing on the cake and forgetting that we're just having a conversation about women. And I love the fact that you mentioned that, being a girl in the industry, it comes with its challenges. Last week we were discussing you again, and the fact that the kind of music that you, Amare, and quite a number of people do is not really acceptable in a certain commercial space here. But when the breakout happens, then the arms are wide open. We want to claim your ID card. But that's beautiful. But forgetting that we need to understand the journey that this person has been through to where she is. And that I can tell you that there are 1,000,001 girls who are going to be motivated just by hearing you say some of the things you're saying. That I wasn't fit for the place I was. I was in school. I took a bold decision. I left. I came home to nothing. I was on the ground. It was nothing. But don't just think that these are risks I took. So between that, when you came back home and Shake It to the Max, is what I want to know, that journey, because you have videos. I mean, I'm seeing videos date back as 2022.
So I moved back to Ghana in last September. That's when I came back, and at that point I was living in the US before then, and I just remember feeling out of place. I remember feeling like life was expensive and it's not making sense right now, and I'm gonna go back home. There's so many times I've moved back to Ghana. That's the thing. And it's a little funny because it's like you think, okay, I think the dream when you're in Ghana is like Japa. You know, like I want to go out there, and I think it does work for some people, but you have to know yourself. And to me, it's always just like makes sense when I come back home. So I came back and I just started feeling comfortable. I just started feeling safe. I started feeling like I'm finna just go shake it to the max in the street. Like I'm home. Like
that was risky though. That was very risky because I saw one you were standing in front of a car. I was like, oh Jesus.
Yeah, like I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. I
But it
just
was
felt like
bold.
no, like I'm home. Like, are you really going to knock me? Like it's me. I'm in my house. Like what are you going to do? Like I just felt okay and safe, and I felt the freedom to do it. And I guess people connected with it because they see me. They're like, this girl looks happy and confident, and I think I want to join her while she's doing that.
Wow.
I think I want to do it too. And Ghana didn't immediately follow through, but I understand. Do you know, people say a lot about Ghanaians and how they choose to support people, but I don't like to question it, and I don't like to try and make sense of it. I just think it is what it is. You just have to decide, you know, eventually these people will accept me, you know, because I've seen it happen. You see how Sarkodie, Stonebwoy, Shatawale, you see how they have fan bases that really ride for them to dates, whether they drop music, whatever they are doing, they're riding for them. So I know that exists, that Ghanaians can't support people if they choose to. How or when or what makes it happen, I don't know. But I just decided eventually it will happen.
But on that eventually,
I'm sorry, a bit of update again. You know, sorry, my ear is being toasted on the right side here. So permission for us to have the conversation. So we're going to have the conversation and not to break it into two. So permission granted. However, if you're listening to us on radio, this will be on tonight at 10 p.m. So it'll be a replay. Molly, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I can go?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. So, looking at Ghana and saying that you weren't really bothered in that eventually on that journey to people in Ghana actually accepting you, did that ever bother you that, oh, maybe these people are not really seeing me? And when the people start to actually pay attention to you, was it in Ghana or it was outside before Ghana gave you an ear?
I would say like I had my people. I would say there are people who have always supported me, regardless if it wasn't the masses. I've always had support here. Even when I started and I did nothing and accomplished nothing, I had support. Like my journey has always had someone somewhere, whether big or small. And it's like if they recognize me and if they acknowledge me, that feeds into me wanting to keep going. However, if you're speaking about the masses, then it's like I just chose not to overcomplicate it or overthink it. I just think it's the timing thing, you know.
Artists have faced down times. Now, down times, like when they jump on stage and nobody cares about them. What have some of your stories been like? I say that. So I remember one time where EL, this was like the way beginning of EL, went to do a show somewhere in Ikwafu. It was Ikwafu Hall. It was a beach, and he went on stage, and nobody knew him, right? He went to stage as a new artist, and the people just watching. Few people were watching. People were just minding their own business, And when he finished and he came back, it was more of like, I know I'm gonna get this someday. I am gonna get this. This one, I know. Did you have such stories?
There's a couple, definitely. I think the most memorable one, and it's because I love them so much, R2Bs.
R2Bs?
R2Bs. They're just the coolest squad. And I remember there have been multiple occasions that me and my musician sister, Melissa, we will go and link them. We're like, we need to get this verse. Like, we need to get this feature. And it's just like, they would just be cool and they would just vibe and they would just do their thing. And it's like almost like at that time probably I felt offended by it or I felt hurt by it, but being the artist that I am today, I kind of actually understand it. There are moments where I don't feel like putting my voice on a mic. It doesn't matter who is around. It really depends on the energy and where the inspiration comes from. So I can't even like fault you if you don't feel like recording in a session. Like there's so much actually going on in an artist's life. There's so many perspectives that could be on your mind, and sometimes you may not just feel like vibing. It's really that simple, and you just don't have to take it personally. But our 2Bs, you guys, we are going to get it eventually.
Well, I think that they were supposed to do a feature with them, and they've been playing.
No, because they are welcoming. That's the thing. It's like, I feel like if you are an under G as an artist, you will feel accepted by them. But it's like, obviously, me, I'm going with high hopes. Me, I'm going with I'm finna get a picture.
What I get from you is you are super daring. Like crazy daring on the decisions that you've taken in your life as shared this morning. It doesn't come with just I'm just gonna do it.
Everything that's happening has come with exactly what you're saying.
You're super. I feel like I'm applauding for you. Can I have the team join me on this? Yeah, no. Like, first off, we don't have a lot of females in the game.
Yeah,
we don't. The few that we have in the game, either we've crushed them out, or we pay less attention to them. So in itself, for any girl or any female to want to charter this path, like, and it takes 2 or 3 times the effort to get what the guy can do in just a second.
I like the fact that you're saying that. That just gives me I just have to shout out Ifya right now. The fact that you say that, because she's existing, she's talented, she does not disappoint in terms of her presence. If you watch her show, and she always shows so much love, and she's a woman, and I just think she deserves so much more love.
But we'll still make sure that you find Johnny and tell it to his face. I'm just kidding.
He doesn't exist in my world anymore. So now let's break it down to your music in terms of albums and EPs. What have you released? For those who don't have any idea, they just had Shake It and Mice and thought it was just there. I know their roots and their stems. Yeah, because they be like, you just have one song. No, I don't just have one song. I have one song that maybe you've heard. But it's just as easy as searching me in any DSP and seeing my massive, beautiful catalog with so many features. 3 EPs, just search Moliy in your music platform of choice. Just search Moliy.
Let's talk about these 3 EPs. What was the first one?
The first one was Wonder Girl. That was when I decided what my persona was, because Wizkid, Starboy, Burna Boy, African Giants. We have,
St. Peter's. This thing is killing him.
I'm Wonder Girl.
Yes.
So that was my first EP.
Yes. And then you went to which one? I'm sorry to ask, but it's because I also have to gather my thoughts on this. But which one did the collaboration, or was that Amare's project, the Sad Girls?
Yeah, that was her album. That was her first album.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have 2 collaborations.
How did this link up come about?
How it came about. I DM'd her. I'm like, baby, let's do this.
Just like that.
Yes. It didn't happen that easily.
If I try, would I?
No.
I know rich boys hate money. Let me DM Amare and see if it's gonna work. Who knows? Because so let me just confess this, right? I love the fact that you say just DM her, because I have DM quite a number of. No, you guys, let me just help you on this.
In the DMs, and so a simple DM with regard to the whole. No, but I mean, it wouldn't have taken place if you didn't send the DM, right?
See, I have.
How risky was that?
I've DM'd Bruce Lee, just so you guys know.
What?
No, really.
You DM'd who?
I'm just kidding. Jackie Chan. I DM'd Jackie Chan. Oh,
what do you want to learn?
Oh no, hold on. Oh, I can show you. Like, guys, I mean, I'm just trying, right? She just tried it. She just DM'd. Did you know her?
Do you know the thing? I feel like Ghana has like communities, and I think like we had mutual friends. Not like I knew her, but I knew of her already before I knew her as an artist. I knew her like back when she was in this group. She was in like a rap group when she was in like high school, and that was the first time I encountered her. But then when she started doing like her own independent sound and like putting it out there, like I just kept hearing her name and seeing what she was doing, and I felt very inspired by it, because like it's very rare for like someone to come out of pockets of the Ghana sound. Do you get it?
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? When someone is like, everybody's doing a certain thing and then you're going a different direction. Yeah. And so I think that's what's just like made me want to reach out. And it didn't happen one time. I didn't just DM her and she's like, okay, we are doing it. No.
Oh, of course.
Like, I think she responded. I think she was, polite. I would ask her questions. about what it's like and what she's doing, and she would respond. I think the reason she gave in was after I released my first EP, and she saw my body of work, and then she's like, okay, I think this might work out.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened. So it's like, yeah, you can DM, you can shoot your shots, but I don't think everybody would just do it until they see something that resonates with them.
I feel you. I mean, I probably need to start fighting.
So
because
if you are DMing Jackie Chan and co,
I mean,
let us see your
to
skills.
enter karate classes.
I've DM'd Jackie Chan.
Why Jackie Chan though?
What is that?
Why Jackie Chan though?
He said Jackie. I don't know what he said.
No, Bruce Lee, I just kidding, Bruce Lee, but Jackie Chan. So I DM'd Jackie.
This is like it's two different things.
No. I'm just but Bruce. I was just kidding. But I mean Jackie Chan. Oh, for real. I don't want to show you the message though. But
No, but why though?
What did you say?
Yo, it's Moliy. The poster said Moliy, not Jay, bro. Don't be. But I mean, the one that excited me was he hit me back was Wesley Snipes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so he followed me back on X.
Wow.
I hit him up.
though.
I hit him up,
crazy.
and then he hit me back, and then he commented.
What did you want?
What
do you want
was
from them?
no, it was on a movie that one of his movies I've forgotten. It's a long time ago, and then I DM'd him, and then he hit me back, and then he followed back. I was like, oh my gosh, okay. All right, maybe it's not him handling the account, but I mean, who knows? But in your case, that's where the luck shines, because then it's somebody who checks your stuff and notices that there's something about you that that connects. When that call came through, I don't know, maybe did she say that I have a project, come over, let's do it together? How was the studio session like? Did you record at separate places?
She told me, listen, I'm working on an album. The album is done, but I'm gonna send you these beats. And we'll see how it goes.
Okay. So in seeing how it goes, and then that's when all of this.
Yeah,
right.
we had a session with Mike Mills.
Oh right.
Yeah. So after she sent me the beats, we just went there and we knocked it out.
And that's a song we heard, right?
And they both made it on the album, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
I bet the excitement that was in you at the moment when this was recorded and released,
Yeah.
because I mean Amary's big. She's done an amazing
she's
job.
huge. No,
Yeah.
I told her, I'm like, this song is gonna change my life, and it did.
And it sure did. Now to life-changing moments. Then let's bring it down to Shake It to the Max. Let's go through the recording process first. Before we even let's talk about the producer and everybody who was on that support, because sometimes we forget the spotlight on the people who also made this happen. What inspired this music? Because
I think what inspired this music was, I felt like I needed to do something different. And I have an issue with like how Ghanaians received my music at the time. Because, I think everything has been happening for me organically, and that's something I always hope for. So I always hoped like Ghanaians would listen to my music and they would want to dance, or they would want to play it, like the DJs would like it. And when people talk about my music, I feel like they were like as in the music that I release personally, they'll be like, okay, like we like it, but we're gonna listen to it when we are driving in our cars, or maybe when we are chilling in our bedroom. So I'm like, but that's not where I want you to listen to it though. So what can I do to change how they receive my music? I'm like, I want you to dance. So that's where everything stemmed from.
wow.
And I met these Jamaican producers, Silence Addy, Disco Neil. I was introduced to them by someone really great and amazing called Tijiri, who is also a producer. He actually produced Thames. Wait for you. No, the one she did with Future.
Yeah.
That's Wait for You, right? Yeah. So he produced that song. And I remember meeting him in Miami. He introduced me to them. We were all kind of collaborating together. So we have worked together mutually. But then I started working with them independently. And so I was living in Orlando. They were living in Miami. And I think we knew we just wanted to create something together. And we had multiple sessions. And Shake It to the Max was the last song we recorded together, just like right before I moved back to Ghana in September.
You slept, you woke up one morning, and the world said, boom, this is it.
No.
Talk to us.
No.
What happened?
That's not how it works. You don't sleep and the world just says yes. I had to go and enjoy myself in the streets of Accra. And then they were like, okay. Maybe we should pay attention.
So there were some activations that you had to pull up.
Yeah.
Or pull off. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did one particular video that went viral. It was around my birthday, October 4th.
Which we're celebrating very soon, the G-Wagon, yes.
It was like the first time I could actually take myself on a birthday trip. Then I called my cousins, I called my siblings. I'm like, guys, we are going. And we went to Elmina. We went to this really nice, like, beachfront house. And I'm like, guys, can you please do this video with me? Like,
wait, is that video? Is that video
It's
around?
on social media.
I said, please, can you do this? And my
Debbie, can you help me
brother,
find that video?
didn't want to do it. Like, my sister had to help me convince all of them to do it. Because, naturally, people don't just get up and start shaking yash.
Yeah.
They don't naturally do it. Like, so I was just like, guys, like, please, like, trust me. And then we had the driver, the one who took us all the way there, record it. And it just went viral. It went crazy. And I'm just like, I'm not stopping now. I'm going to do this every day.
Where were some of the calls that came through that blew your mind? From who, from where? I mean, that we've seen the result publicly now.
I don't know.
I mean, we've seen remixes, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we've seen. I mean, there's some things. There've been some gains of the song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just asking. Okay, so maybe I should say what are some of the doors that the song opened.
I mean, you guys see it all.
That's the one I want to. No, not everyone.
I don't keep anything away from you guys. I'm
sure
always celebrating every single thing that comes out.
I always like to speak for those who that girl, that guy who just turned on the TV and is inspired by the journey and is hearing it for the first time. Who's not following you on socials, who doesn't know anything.
I think the craziest part about this was when I saw people imitating the dance.
Yeah.
When I saw that, and it started happening in very random African countries that I didn't expect. I expected it to happen here.
Yeah.
I think.
Is that when you knew that the song has really taken off?
When I saw people imitating, yes, I'm like, okay, I guess people like the dance. I guess.
But how did you come up with the dance, though?
I don't know. I think it's probably something I may have seen it somewhere. It may just be in my subconscious somewhere.
That I agree.
Or sometimes you see different things, but it's the way you do it and how you put it together that just stands out.
Same thing with Tyler's water. She said the dance had been there, but how she did it was just different.
I'm in a salon, and I see some girls doing it. They were filming it. I mean, for me, I didn't know what they were doing.
First of all,
I didn't know what they were doing.
First of all, in the salon.
Would you want me to say? I mean, it's a salon. The barber.
He braids his hair. You see that?
Like, sometimes sometimes it's the. Anyway, so like I say, I don't want to worry him now. I'll deal with him later on.
Oh no!
Back to conversations. So, and then I saw some girls doing it, and I was wondering what they were doing. So I thought they were content creators doing their own thing. And then I get home, I'm on TikTok, and the algorithm has forced it on my timeline. Then I'm scrolling through, and I see some other two girls doing. I'm like,
what's happening?
Wait, was it the girls I just saw? Maybe their video just came on my timeline or what? And then the next couple of days, I see people covering their faces and then shaking. And I'm like, okay, so what is going on? Is this some new trend that's picking up? And then later on, I follow up and I'm like, oh my days. And then we see that, and then it's all over. It's the blow up is all over. And it's beautiful, to see how this just happens. There've been some remixes now.
Mm-hmm.
So please.
Jamaica remix.
Now, how did these come about?
The song was number 1 in Jamaica.
Ooh.
It really was. And, Jamaicans have a culture of doing rhythms where if a song is doing amazing or they connect to it, then you see a bunch of top artists just doing their own versions. Mm. The song is not a rhythm, though. I decided that this is not a rhythm, and I liked the fact that other people were bringing their own spin to it. Mm-hmm. And I think between me, the producers, and also our distributor, we're definitely excited for remixes. And some people were already putting theirs online, their own versions. Mm-hmm. And some people were, reaching out, or we were reaching out to people as well. Mm-hmm. I think it was just a mix of everything that made it happen. However, I think the best part about the features is everything has been organic. Everyone who is doing it is they're doing it because they want to do it. So that's the best part. So there's the Skilly Bang and Shansia Jamaica version, and then we have a French Caribbean version with Collabs and Maureen. There are more versions coming out, actually.
More. I think I saw this morning Vive Cartel, Stefflon Don. Is that true or not? Oh, come on.
So back to my question.
No. Wait, hold on.
Because that's huge.
Wait, let's squeeze that. Let's squeeze that.
Okay.
Let's squeeze
Let
that.
him squeeze.
Yeah.
What are you squeezing?
Okay,
He
so
wants to squeeze.
back to Shantia, and so we'll come. Don't worry, we'll come to it. She has time today. She woke up. She's here. She's here with us. The video, lovely video, crazy video. I love it.
was so good.
Yeah. How was it?
Too.
Time on set with them, or was it shot different times?
No. We were all there. We were in Jamaica, and it was really, really, really cool. You know, because I think there's been maybe 1 or 2 instances that I did a video outside of Ghana, but this one just felt like really special. It almost felt like I was in a movie. It just felt like this is history in the making.
Big history in the making.
Yeah.
Wow. And I like the fact that you said, it was organic. They all love the same energy, and
You
they
can tell
bring,
because you can do a feature with someone and it's like, okay, I'm on a feature with you. Okay, cool. I'll post it the day it's released, and that's the end of it. But you can tell everybody that's been a part of it. They're still pushing till dates. Music's been out for over a month now, and everybody is still like
jamming to it,
like stepping on necks with it.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah. So then she's dropped a big story, boom, headline, Vive Cartel, and who else?
Steph London.
Steph London. Yeah.
Why are you giving me eyes?
I'm glad you can see the eyes.
She's what do you call it? Jason, I need you to come to the side. I'll tell you to my bab, not me, bro. I don't know. They don't want you to sit close to her. That's it.
It's so close.
is this from?
Yeah.
Actually close to me.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What's happening?
I want to know.
No. Sometimes
why.
because the shots they're taking and everything, and also this is your right? This is your right. Yeah, we don't want Jason sitting on your right hand side.
Wow.
What?
Like you did something for her career. Don't deserve to be on the left, bro. No, but yeah, the collaboration. So there are conversations around Vive Cartel.
Yeah. Actually, Steph was one of the first people to just drop a verse online.
I've heard that it was really nice.
And her fans are still till date like, we need the Steph version.
Yeah.
And we do this for the people.
She made a whole video actually.
So that was not official.
No.
No.
Or?
Wow.
It wasn't.
Not yet.
So
Not
I
yet,
thought
not
the remix she was a part of it, and I realized it came out without her. And so I was surprised, and then I saw the tweet this morning. I don't know who put out the tweet, but yeah. And so, I mean, is it coming or not?
It's definitely coming. And I
Okay.
think I've told people this, but they don't believe me because it's not out yet. But it is.
But they should know by now. You've already done it before. You can't do it again.
So wow, I mean, congratulations! This is like with the king of dancehall music, iconic, figure in music, and there's a collaboration with him. Did you get a chance to work in the studio, or was it a separate, productions?
No, Steph actually was the one to make it happen.
Wow. You've created all these international connections from the girl in where was Mommy's shop again? Sorry, which area?
Kwashiman.
In Kwashiman. From the girl in Kwashiman, somewhere in the western part of Africa, down to Greater Accra region, in the Alps somewhere, quiet place, serene place, and now there's a global conversation with iconic music figures. How does that make you feel now? If you stand at the top there and look back at the journey,
Feels like
firecrackers. Feels like firecrackers.
I don't know. I think my smile should tell the story.
Yeah. There's a new joint as well, a new song that you've released or about to release. I'm just getting information on that.
I'm just teasing, guys. You know
Okay.
me. I like to tease.
I was going to ask, is that intentional? Because even with Shake It to the Max, it was being teased, and I remember very well doing the story here, and I was like, I didn't even notice. I was like, finally the song has been released, so you can all go and shake it to the
Song
max.
title. The song title is
Baki.
Baki. Backie. Baki, and that means
Baki?
I like to see your bedroom. I swear, I like to see.
Why?
Your
It's
bedroom.
just a bedroom.
No.
What does that
They
have to do with anything? Why are you
no.
thinking about my bedroom?
Okay, so hold on. They say people's bedrooms are a reflection of what they consider their space. You understand?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that what they say?
So if I can close my eyes, I can imagine that you probably have a very colorful room.
You think
with a lot
so?
of fluff. I'm just saying if I can imagine.
Stop imagining.
Okay, so Baki. So what does Baki mean? What is Baki? Is that your own coin term?
Yeah, it is actually.
Then your bedroom is the one I'm thinking about.
They're thinking,
This guy.
No,
bruh.
Can you tell him to stop?
You see, and they said I was.
Hey G, bring to your bedroom.
Ah.
No, it's an expression. It's an expression. So their space. When I say their space.
No, let's stop
is,
about moving
no,
on.
hold on.
Anyway.
No, hold on, I'm coming. So their space. Their space.
Whose space?
So for example, if I sit in Jason's car, you
No,
understand?
you're
I'm
not
just
talking,
saying-
you're talking about me.
I'm coming. So example, if I sit in Jason's car, hold up. If I sit in Jason's car, I can deduce the kind of person he is just by how he keeps his car. You understand?
Yeah.
If I look at Jason's fashion sense, I can deduce. So it goes in that conversation. It's like when I say in your bedroom, you get it.
No, it's not the
Baki.
same. It's not the same.
So for someone, so for example,
Why
if
you
we
still
watch
giving examples?
no, if
it's
we
still
watch
not the same
no,
as
hold
a
on.
bedroom.
If you watch your videos, if you listen to your music, there's a certain free spiritedness. Unless you guys think I'm lying.
No.
Exactly. So if she's able to coin her own word, say Baki, then there's a lot to it, right?
Is it coined or is it a word that's there already?
Baki?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
See?
I don't
I've
think
been
so.
talking for the
Actually,
past
I
2
think
minutes.
I searched it, and I think I enjoyed the fact that I didn't see a term like that in terms of music. You know, my name Moliy is spelled Moliy because my name is actually Moliy, but it's spelled that way because nobody else's Moliy is spelled that way.
Okay.
So I think
Then you people are coming to tell me about
I just don't know what it has to do with bedrooms. You know, I just don't.
Oh,
I just
now
don't know how we got there.
Please carry on.
Oh,
On
guys.
stage with Vive
They're
Cartel.
confusing and making it sound so intimate. Nah, chill, vibes,
Oh,
relax. I don't want to see
No, I'm
Molly's
playing. I
bedroom.
swear, I
don't
thought we
want
were
to see-
playing.
I don't want to see Molly's bedroom.
we
Maybe I
are
want to see Molly's
playing.
bedroom.
Oh no.
Oh man, Molly's better.
No, relax.
You see,
Easy.
you'll always be
See.
vindicated, though.
See.
Me, I'll forever be vindicated, bro.
Have you
I
seen her bedroom? Have you seen her bedroom?
I haven't.
Why would he
Why
see my
would I even see a
bedroom?
bedroom, Jay?
Why are you so fixated on this bedroom?
Chill, I'm just kidding. Okay, all right.
Like I'm
all
not
right, easy,
here.
easy,
I was
easy.
asking a question about the
Easy.
experience.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Back to the
fine.
Baki.
Moving
Back to the
With-
Baki. The Baki.
No, that's before Baki.
Okay,
actually,
alright,
before. Still with Vibes Cartel. It was a sold out show. People
Yeah.
were there. Like
20,000 people.
that's crazy.
Damn.
And you were on that stage with legends.
Yes.
How did that feel like? What's that experience like? And has that done anything for you since it happened?
It's not a lot. I mean, I'm booked and busy.
Love it.
But I think for me, I'm just having fun in this experience. You know, it's not my first viral hit, but it's the first one that I'm present and, you know, I'm at the forefront and it's really, really fun. So I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
Back to bedroom Baki. I'm just kidding. Back to Baki. You're talking about Baki, and I mean, what about the word? What the song about?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm talking about backing it up. Do you know what that means?
Oh,
I think you might know.
Yeah, I do.
what does it mean? What does it mean?
What does it mean? For those of us who don't know.
I can't explain unless I demonstrate. And I don't want to
Exactly.
demonstrate,
We don't need to do
so-
that. It's a
Okay.
morning show.
Yes.
But
All right. I'll help you out. Don't worry.
You want
You're going to
Jason-
demonstrate?
Jason,
Yeah, I
don't
don't know. I
worry.
don't know.
Jason, we got ourselves right, bro. Give me the G. You're my G. Give me your G.
Let's do
Forget.
Because this one
Forget.
is too.
Let's watch this. Let's watch this video right back. Check it out.
I couldn't.
If I bust it now, them want to lock me down. Onto me like 1, 2, 3, they want to turn me up. I'm with my killer from Miami. Come try me, you find out. Say you want my number, now you're getting on my nerves.
oh, that looks so good on TV. I haven't seen this on a TV yet.
It's fire. I like it. I like the colors. The black and the
That's
red.
what you like, the colors?
Yeah, the colors. You know, they pop.
I can feel some fans going like, me, I want to see a bedroom. Okay, we go and film it by all means.
I thought we
This
were done
bedroom.
with this. I thought we were done, guys.
So that's Baki. That's Baki, the teaser that was just shared on TV. So all right, I think I get it. I think I see why you didn't want to talk about it. But
How long are we teasing for?
Oh, I don't know, guys. We on God's time. So when God says yes, we move.
yeah. What is Amma saying about you now?
I don't know.
Have you connected again?
Is she here? Is she?
No.
So we might have to ask her. We might have to. You want to call her here to
I
find
wish.
out?
I'm just asking that based on the fact that you've
How
had
you expect me
two.
to answer for another human being?
Oh, no. You getting it wrong. So when I
Okay.
say what is Amma saying about you now, I'm talking about what is. If you have a conversation, if you had a conversation with her about looking at the girl that DM'd her up until
Yeah.
now, the girl with the viral hit, have you had a post conversation about that?
I wouldn't know. I hope it's
Have
good.
you
I hope
had-
it's good things though.
No, I'm saying, have you had? Not that will you have. Have you had? Like, have you two linked up again since that time? Maybe since your.
I mean, when? There's so much going on. I've been shaking it to the max, so I can't really tell.
All right, Moliy. Thank you so very much. You've been amazing. I mean, we wish you all the best on this journey. Amazing. The sky is the limit, like they say.
Thank you.
Yeah, keep pushing. Like you say, we are only just sitting here watching the bird's eye view that you share with us. So keep it up. Baki is almost out. She says very soon, right? Yeah. So
I
Said
mean,
on
we don't know
God's
yet.
time.
we don't
That's
know it
what
goes
she
time.
said.
Baki's almost out. You heard it. Go stream her music. Be supportive to the craft, to the career, and the shine. And yes, as you rightly said, that you loved it when you come back to Ghana. You feel so home. And for those who want to reverse it as well, it's up to you. But she feels here is home. So welcome back home. And when you go out there again, keep hoisting the flag of Ghana high and your bedroom flag as well. Just on this right away. But anyway, Moliy, thank you so very much. It's been
careful.
great. I am so careful. And trust me, now that we've spoken about this bedroom content, right? The day she snaps, herself back home, you see that we get millions of views. And people go like, yes, that is the place to talk about. But congratulations, well done. Looking forward to more amazing music and time from
Thank
you as well.
guys. This has been so fun.
So fun. AC Jason, Cyril is out of the picture because of he's under the weather. But definitely we're back again same time tomorrow. But this convo repeats at 10 p.m. And I wish we could all do the back key, but of course, me and Jason will be out of the game. So
Why
we leave
you-
that. We leave that.
Why you want to back it with Jason?
Wait, hold up. We'll be out of the game. Hold up. But yo, that'll be very funny. So I was just watching.
Keeps involving you.
So I was just watching something on TikTok a few minutes ago, right? I mean, before you came in, and it was they reference them as Kujubesia. Some of the guys who got more female hormones, because of the way they act, and all. They were playing a game of football, and oh my days, man, Jason.
What are we talking about?
Let me say-
What's happening right
so
now?
on that note, you see, man, you're lost. Stay out of here.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.